Na mtazamaji, kwa sasa hivi ni kupeleke katika majengo ya bunge ambapo naarifua kamati ya bunge hesabu za serikali inakutana leo hii ikiwa inajadili ripoti ya mkaguzi wa hesabu za serikali kwa mwaka uliokamilika tarehe 30 Juni mwaka 2024, na ni kuhusu pia hesabu za idara ya serikali ya Nishati. Kikao hiki kinaendelea katika majengo ya bunge Towers ghorofa 5. Hebu tuvuke katika majengo hayo tuweze kusikiliza kinachoendelea.
Is that although you appealed, but you had the problem and you had kept quiet until when it was coming to the close of financial year. That's when you appeal. And you see section A15 of the manual for human resource policy and procedures manual for the public service 2016 outlines the functions of the ministerial human resource management advisory committee. So this committee is supposed to advise PSC that we have this under establishment or over establishment. Yes. So according to the honorable member, which is true, is that you had this problem but you had not advised. Then you advised 1 month to closure of the financial year. I think after the auditor had started now asking, that's when you realized. So that's what the member is asking. Why were you not advising early enough? That's her concern. Because this section outlines that you needed to have advised earlier enough. When you look at your dates of advising PSC, communication shows it's 1 month to closure. So that's what she's asking. Why didn't you realize it earlier and then advise earlier? That's her question.
Chair.
Yes.
I also want to maybe, you know, when PSC writes to you and says they are not ready to give you more staff as you requested, there is a 35% ceiling on personnel emoluments. And so when they act so and request that you disburse even the extra hours, the more that you have, they are working to the interest of Kenyans. Because if you add more, you know you'll attract another personnel emolument, which will surpass the 35% required. I don't know if that is the understanding that the auditor is also trying to communicate, other than staff rationalization, which we are calling idle staff in your State Department.
Chair, I wish to give the chronology of events, Chair. That this advisory that was received on 28th of February from Public Service Commission was after a review of the organizational structure. Public Service Commission was doing the entire review of government, and after it reviewed the State Department for Energy, Public Service Commission advised that you need to have 137 technical staff and 76 support staff. Subsequent to that, Chair, we wrote a letter because the Human Resource Advisory Committee of the ministry said that and advised the accounting officer that we need more than 76, as has been recommended by the Public Service Commission. And that is why we appeal and said the 76 are not adequate. We need 110. And subsequently after that, and that advisory, that appeal that we did on 29th of May. On 28th May, the appeal was rejected. And what did Public Service Commission say? Number one, we have declined the request for the expansion of the staff establishment for support services cadre in your ministry. And two, we are advising you to liaise with the relevant scheme administrators because these support staff were not